Hi there, this is Marty, and I just wanted to take a moment and go over with you some different ways that you can maximize uh, the returns that you get from using any of our Mighty Mini Facebook auto posters. Um, so here's some things that we found through our testing and through personal trial and error and doing different things. So the first thing on my list is to post often, but not every day. If you are posting 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, what'll happen is people will become immune to your posts. So, you want to take a day or even 2 days a week and not post. That's really important. It's a little counterintuitive, but I have found that I'll get diminishing returns on how effective my posts are the more days in a row that I've run them. If I take that break, then the next day that I run, I get a much higher return and ultimately end up with more leads and more contacts than what I would have had I just run it full time. So that's something that is I found makes a difference for you. Nothing wrong with running it, 5 days a week, 24 hours a day if you want, but break that up a little bit. Maybe every third day or so, take a break and uh, and not post. Second, I found that posts that are personal work the best. So you'll notice on this post that I have here, one of the things it says is thought I would share while it's on sale, or in case you hadn't heard, I wanted to share this. So the reason that I start the post out that way is it's slightly more personal. It's like I'm talking to the people in the group, as opposed to say, hey, I've got the best widget ever, buy by clicking here. Okay, if you can make it personal, if you can make it as you're helping them, you're trying to give them added value, you'll find that your posts will be much more effective. Also, if you put any offer, as long as it's a good offer, as long as it's a good product at a good price, or a good service at a good price, maybe it's a business opportunity and it's priced right and it's got a good sales setup, then you're going to make sales just by posting and putting whatever message, whatever picture. Sales will happen, but they won't happen as fast or as often as they could otherwise happen. Uh, Really, the most effective way to utilize the auto posters is to take and utilize the tool to make initial contacts for you. So what you're doing is you're getting your name out there, you're getting who you're affiliated with out there, and that's really important. And then what you want to do is you want to have some way to follow up with these individuals that have clicked on your site. And so if whether you're going to a squeeze page, landing page, wherever it is that they're going, you want this to be an initial contact. And some people have had quite a bit of success by saying, inbox me right there. What you want to do is utilize this tool to create a conversation, and that way you can build relationships, and the better relationship you have with people, the more likely they are to say yes to whatever product or service that you're offering. The next recommendation that I have is to spin your posts. Now I've got a whole video on what Spintax is and how to spin your post. Again, that's the randomization of the post that comes out. This post here is in Spintax, so there's multiple different messages that'll go out randomly. And that's important because it really helps to make it, even though the posts are similar, it doesn't look like you're just posting the same thing over and over again. It adds validity, and sometimes your message, one version of the message, may work better than other versions. and so you kind of hedge your bets that you're going to have the right word at the right time as opposed to the wrong word and losing a whole run. So I do recommend using spin tax on every time you post. Things seem to be more effective if you do. The next thing, now this will give you a 20% boost in, or at least it has for us, in your conversions on your post, and that is to use Pick Redirect, or a product like that. Again, that's not our product, but it's one that works so well with what we have here that we do recommend it. There is a link in Mighty Mini, in fact, where you can get Pick Redirect. It's affordable, and when you start looking at a 20% increase in conversions, that's significant, okay? Because that's what it's all about. You're not posting to post, you're posting to get conversions, you're posting to get a response from people. The other thing that you can do, and depending on which version, these are all kind of universal truths that we've found in auto posting, and having posted with an auto poster for years now, we just find these things to be true over and over and over and over again, regardless of what we're advertising. And we've advertised BizOps with it, we've advertised products, we've advertised services, we've done different things, and these different elements all play a part consistently throughout whatever campaign we're using. We do have several different versions of Mighty Mini out there. If you are using Mighty Mini 1, that's wonderful. You've got the program at an incredibly low price, but remember, 50% of your posts are being done for us. So you're losing half of your posts right off the bat. And so you're not going to be as effective as you would if you had more of those posts. So, the first thing, the least expensive thing that you can do to make a difference, upgrade to Mighty Mini C. And that's going to change it to where instead of half of your posts, then only 20% of your posts are going to us, 80% are going to you. You've now significantly increased the number of posts that you get out there, and that's going to increase the number of conversions that you get. Again, there's a lot of factors here, but that's just kind of a universal truth. The more it's out there, the more likely you are to get a response. If you're using Mighty Mini C, remember you can get a 20% boost by going to the full version. And yes, it costs a little bit of money. The reason that we came out with Mighty Mini 1 and Mighty Mini C was, one, to provide an affordable alternative so that you didn't have to put out as much cash right away and risk finding an auto poster that just didn't work for you. We made these inexpensive so that you could try them out, you could use them, and you can use them for an indefinite amount of time. But if you find that you like the auto poster, again, give yourself that boost. You can go to the full version. It's comparable with any of the other auto posters that are out there. They're quality auto posters, and you're going to get more bang for your buck. Otherwise, keep using what you've got. We just want you to be as effective as possible. I want you to be able to make as much money as possible and be as successful as you possibly could on your internet business. The last thing that I want to go over here, you'll notice in the bottom that we have different ads that come up at different times. Our advertisers have been a great help to us in keeping costs low, being able to provide good support and so forth. So if you see something that's interesting, click on those, support those advertisers. I know they'll appreciate that. We want to keep them involved with what we're doing. So if you see something there, don't hesitate to jump on board. I try to limit what we take on to things that are actually of interest, and things that you might find useful, whether it's in your personal life or your business life or whatever. Typically, if it's a program or something that is offered on JVZoo or something like that, then it's something that either I've used or done extensive reviews on, and found it to be a good deal. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful time. If you need to, if you have any questions, Feel free to get a hold of me at support@multiplexautomation.com, or you can inbox me on Facebook. Happy to help you out any way that I can. I really appreciate you guys and what you do, and appreciate you using the Mighty Mini Facebook group auto poster. Thanks.